Okay, we're on problem number 1. And it says given n is an integer, I should say n is a natural number, like 1, 2, 3, blah, blah, blah. Simplify this expression, all right? So, I mean, I guess you could, maybe take numbers and see what happens, but I'm going to just do it in general, like an algebraic problem. And let me go through this and write it down. So the first thing to do is just to maybe determine what this looks like. And I'm seeing n is a natural number. Doesn't look too bad. So what does that mean? I'm starting at 1, going to 2, going to 3, yada, yada, yada. Let's take a look at it. You got n factorial minus n minus 1 factorial. And what do you get in the bottom? You get n plus 1 factorial minus 2 n minus 1 factorial. By the way, I want to kind of look at it and say that if I started with 1, I'm really kind of concerned about the bottom, by the way. And what would you get in the bottom? You get, 2 factorial, which is 2, and minus, and I got to do this now. That's kind of crazy looking, isn't it? Because n minus 1 would be, if it's n is 1, that would be 0. Well, 0 factorial is 1, so I can't use 1, all right? So I'm going to say, I know it can't be 1, right? Let me do 2. I'm just looking at the bottom, by the way. You get 3 factorial minus 2 times 2 factorial. Well, 3 factorial is going to be 6, and 2 times 2 factorial is 4. So this works fine. And I hope you start to realize that after you go after that, that this beginning factorial is going to grow much faster. All right? So I'm going to say I can't use 1. All right, let me get my eraser out. I want to simplify this now. All right, but I know it can't be 1. So what I want to do is I want to simplify it. And how do I do that? I don't know, I'm gonna try to do something. And I'm going to write this thing as equal to n times n minus 1 factorial minus n minus 1 factorial. I'm going to do the same thing on the bottom. I'm going to do n plus 1 times n minus 1 factorial minus 2 n minus 1 factorial. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to divide top and bottom by n minus 1 factorial. All right, I'm going to divide top and bottom by n minus 1 factorial. And what do you get? You would get n minus 1 on top. On bottom, what would you get? N plus 1 times n minus 2. All right, getting a little bit closer. And what does this look like to me? It looks like n minus 1. And on bottom, what do you get? You get n squared plus n minus 2. I'm going to try to factor that. And this equals n minus 1 on top, factored. On the bottom, it looks like n and n minus 1 plus 2. Let me just see if that's true. You get n squared. Minus 1 plus 2 is 1. Yeah, you get minus 2. This is good. This cancels off, at least conditionally. N can't be 1, by the way. We've already determined that. This is going to be 1 over n plus 2. So what I'm going to say over here, this expression equals 1 over n plus 2. N is a natural number. I'm sorry, yeah, n is a natural number. However, I got to exclude some number for those natural numbers. I got to exclude 1 from it. All right? And that's my answer. Thank you.